Okay, we're good to go. Anybody want to start, or should I just pick somebody?
I'll go first because everybody else will be better than me.
Well, you never know. All right, Larry.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay, let's have a look here.
Okay, so this was an original sunrise. That's my view from the back, and took it a long time ago, like with my starter camera, and I went and found it. So it really, I mean, it's noisy, it's some out of focus, you know, it looks like crap. So I thought, first of all, the original wasn't even cropped properly. I think this is more thirds. So anyway, I had this and I said, I don't like it. I don't like it, but let me see what I could do with it. So I thought, well, let me abstract it.
Okay.
And
Well,
because it's
first I
noisy.
beg to differ. I kind of like it. I don't
Do
mind
ya?
it out of focus. No, I really like this subtleties back in here. I'd almost soften this little piece up here.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
So all this goes, and it would be nice if this was sharp, but I don't think it bothers me. You can always
Yeah.
cut it out too. That's an option. But let's see what you did. Okay, yeah, you were real abstract, didn't you? Yeah.
I just used I use PSC most of the time, and I just used the cutout filter,
Mhm.
and I thought this is different, and I kind of liked it as an abstract, considering it's abstract. And then when I posted it to on my blip photo, which one I won't explain, you know why you point to things, and anyway, and nobody can see you. Anyway, it looks like a howling.
Yeah, I do.
It looks like a little critter up there in the top right corner.
Yeah.
Over here, yeah, it looks like a
Yeah.
coyote howling at the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't notice it until somebody else pointed it out. But I thought, well, the tree and that's right side, it was all out of focus, and didn't like it. And the original was, the sky was a little noisy, and I hate noise. That just like despise noise. So anyway, this is what I ended up with.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, I'd almost maybe pick this color and paint out this extra dark here so that you really see this black.
Yeah.
Yeah, either that or make it close to this other color, but make it enough different from the black here
Yeah.
that you really see this little guy. Yeah, almost looks like he's got a friend here, a couple of friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of,
yeah.
that's
yeah.
kind of interesting.
But
So
I wouldn't knock this photo at all. I think that's I kind of
Huh.
like it.
okay.
All right.
See, I think it's the noise and the kind of grayish streaks of black on the top part. I don't know if there's something I should, and like I said, this was, I took this, I was desperate. I went back to 2011. That's when I took this with my
Okay.
with my T3i, and yeah, it just, I didn't know what I was doing. It was like a month into me doing photography because
Well, yeah.
I only started in 2011. So
Oh, okay.
I still consider myself pretty amateur, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But this is an old one, so
Right.
the rest I don't have the originals. So this is the finished product here.
That's fine. Yeah, we don't need before and afters really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just looking at where you've come to. Unless it's drastically different. Like
Yeah.
maybe it's kind of nice to see what you started with, but yeah, you don't necessarily have to send in the befores.
So on this one, do you think on the bottom part where there's some more trees, should I have maybe darkened that, the shadow and stuff in there? What do you think? or even lighten it. I mean, it just seems like a
Yeah.
blob of,
Well, first I would either crop or clone these guys out, because there's just not enough there. But these guys, I don't think are so bad. They're a little fuzzy. You could do a number of things. You can make them darker. I don't know if I'd make them lighter.
oh,
Um,
no.
No. But yeah, maybe a
But,
little.
but I'm thinking just like the, on the bottom part, bottom left, just to, like 45 degrees up from it, where, or
This area.
more, yeah, and the streak, above it,
First I'd crop.
where it's dark.
Yeah, first I'd crop it. Geez, you can almost crop that. No, you're gonna lose that rock, but yeah, I suppose you could crop somewhere in here and maybe you don't need quite so much sky. I don't know. We can try that or a whole sky. Let's try that first.
Yeah.
That gives you.
Oh, yeah.
And then darken this down. And I think that might work out for you. I think that has a lot more impact.
And just with that little crop, it looks more, looks like there's more contrast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you.
You change the sky.
No, that was a natural sky. I don't really know.
This edge, I'm thinking maybe you might have over sharpened it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if you changed the sky and that was an artifact of the mask or from sharpening. So yeah, just do a little lower on your sharpening.
Okay.
Yeah, and you won't get that edge there. Okay.
Yeah, what a difference.
Well, this one works nice.
I'm looking at it now, and that little dry branch kind of in the center. I should have probably taken that out.
Yeah, it could come out. This could get darkened down a bit.
Okay, but I kind of like this, and because I think it was kind of simple, and I'm trying to go for more fill the frame,
Curious. Yeah, we can go any which way, actually. Okay.
Okay, take out that.
Yeah, that's working out. I don't know if cropping the side off would make it more of an impact, maybe coming something more like this.
Yeah, square.
Yeah, there you go. That could work out.
I should be taking notes.
Maybe even take a little off this side so it's tighter like this is.
Yeah.
Or we're bringing this back, but yeah, that could work. Yeah, so maybe start that over. Oops. Hey.
You're making me dizzy.
Now making me dizzy. All right. Okay, so yeah, maybe something like that. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that because it looks a little bit more asymmetrical.
Yeah, and you're giving about the same air around. Yeah, so it works out. Okay. Let's look at the next one here. I don't know if you had room to move to the right, but that might have been nice, but it's already shot, to kind of get this more over here or out of the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been.
This was a hard one to take because I was in Deer Canyon, and I don't know how familiar with her. I was staying there, and the casitas, are like at a right angle, and in between the two casitas, there is like a communal patio that overlooks the woods. And in order to get this, I had to go as far left, like squeeze my body as far left as I could.
So
to
you
get
couldn't go
free.
any further. I got you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this was kind of the best angle I could get at the time. And I was shooting down because it's so.
Crap, I don't know if something like this might work. You know, and then just cloning these guys out. So it looks like an owl's face here.
Yeah.
You see animals all over the place, don't you?
I sure do.
Owl or a cat.
Yeah, you know, you could almost come in even a little tighter, like something like that. Yep. You know, that might even do it. Yeah, you got a little less cloning to do that. And this stuff I think is enough autofocus, it doesn't bother me. But yeah, I would probably get these guys.
So, I don't know, other people's opinion, maybe. When you look at this photo, where does your eye go first? To the water?
Yes, the white water I see.
Yeah.
first.
And I find
Yeah.
it distracting that this is in the way of the water
Yeah,
between the two. That's why I'd get rid of it. So. Yeah. Just a thought. I don't know how big this is if you're gonna print it, if you're gonna have enough.
yeah, it's an 11 by 14.
Okay, so yeah, you might. get
And it was,
Mhm.
I'm,
After it's.
I
cooked.
have I have somebody who's buying some things and like 10 photos, basically up in Madeira Canyon, kind of landscapey things. And so I tried to find some things. He wants 11 by 14. So I could check to see on the original if I have more stuff on the right.
Yeah.
And then
Then you'll move over.
yeah, I'll look on the original.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hmm,
Well, it looks well fed.
yeah.
I had one that I almost sent that had two of them, one like in front and one up a little bit further on the hill facing in a different direction.
Mhm.
But this one had the log behind it, which I don't know if it made it any better or not, but the other one was kind of like sort of see the stuff above, kind of the rocky dirt soil stuff.
Mhm.
So
Well, it's a bit of work, but you may want to clone this out. So it kind of goes behind her. And the other thing is there's a intersection here I really don't like where it's coming across the face. So this part would be easy to get rid of. You just clone that down, and then you could come up here and just kind of scoop this down. So at least it's below the chin here. You know, I think that would be helpful. See, this intersection is much better than what's happening here.
yeah.
That's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Well, I kind of find it's interesting, the pattern in the hair on the deer almost matches the pattern of the log behind off to
Yeah.
the right there. The kind of like
Yeah.
waves,
Yeah.
almost like
So-
you've got.
May I ask, when I'm doing something like this, should I be setting the camera so that it's more sharp all around, or like that log? Would it be better had it been sharper instead of the?
Well, I think the limited depth of field gives you more separation.
Mhm,
The other thing I'm thinking is maybe darken that log down a little bit,
yeah.
you know, so that the deer pops a little more. Actually, we can talk about that. Yeah, we'll go to Don's next because there's a similar situation with one of his images. So, yeah, why don't we do that? But yeah, I would darken this down. I would take this little piece out and bring this down little more here. You know, you could kind of work it however you want. It doesn't have to be straight. And I think that would help. And then, you know, if you could just clone this out,
Yeah.
that would be helpful. I mean, there's a bunch of others, but they don't bother as much. Some of these are a little light, like this one kind of gets my attention too. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can just darken it down a little bit too. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it. See,
Yeah,
there was a
welcome back.
reason, I wanted to go first.
Yeah, welcome back. All right, we'll do down, then we'll go up to Alan so I don't forget him. All right. Yeah, so this bunny, I'm kind of getting the same situation where I want to either bring the bunny lighter or maybe make it darker so it looks more camouflaged, you know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made the eye and surrounding lighter.
Mhm.
And I could have made the rest of it darker then, I guess.
Yeah, and I don't know which way to go on this because I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you make the bunny a little brighter or make the background a little darker or would you just make the bunny kind of go down and be even more camouflaged and just see the eye?
I think I would brighten up the a little bit.
Brighten up which, Alan?
I think I would brighten up the rabbit a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and darken the background.
Yeah, so in other words, separated more rather than make it camouflaged. Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that was my first thought. And I thought, well, you know, he's really blending in with his environment. Maybe we'll make him really blend in so you barely see him. So
I did darken the background and I put him in the bubble and I darkened the edges of the bubble to try to highlight the bubble more because it was a little harder to see. And then I darkened the ground around him, top and bottom and stuff. So I could go, I guess I thought that was dark enough that I could probably go darker yet.
yeah, well, you still want to keep the detail in the background, so I don't know how much dark you can get it. Let's just take a quick look here. Oh, I just updated Photoshop, so I just had to verify it. All right, get all this extra nonsense too here. Let's just go to Camera Raw and let's see if it'll find the object. See, subject. Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Just got to add the ear there. So, so we're going to do add with a brush and make sure auto mask is on. Although most of this stuff's pretty similar here. So make sure everything's in there. All right. And then, oops, click my mouse a little too quick there. So let's see here. First, I would just kind of take the whites up a little bit. Yeah, that might almost be enough. And maybe just
Okay.
a little bit of contrast. Yeah, it's not going to take much. Sometimes just a little hint of clarity or texture will do it too. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the
Yep.
other thing is you can take these three little dots here and duplicate and invert the mask so you don't have to do it over again. All right. And well, if you want to get fancy, you could get rid of where it's the frame, but for this purpose, I think we'll just let it be.
That's fine.
Yeah. But maybe we just take the blacks down. Nah, you can't go too far. You gotta watch your histogram there. Maybe take your shadows that. Yeah, that's about it. Or it starts clipping. Well, I'm not sure where it's clipping. Let's just take the black down and see where it's. Is it gonna show? Yeah. Yeah, there's not much detail there anyway. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, you could take it down a bit. And so that would be your before and that's your after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, I think it makes it better.
okay, good. All righty, let's get back to these. Okay. These period pieces are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was shot in the museum on the way out. I think it was in Oklahoma, Elk City, I believe it was.
Ah, okay.
And shot this through a window
Ah,
and darkened the top down and took the green red reflection on top of the pinball machine. I took that out.
Hmm.
And otherwise it's pretty much basic. And then I think I've done it in Neo to jazz it up a little bit. Then I put it in Topaz for the frame.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd probably take these little pieces out of here.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, either come right up to the edge or even go in a little bit.
Yeah, that could have been easy to do.
Yeah, yeah. And then,
Just run the crop up just a tad.
yeah, you're pretty close to vertical here. You could probably just tug this corner and get this where you want it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
And this too is kind of.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Hill, but yeah, it's pretty close.
I was spending a lot of time on the black. I was having a lot of trouble getting the top go completely black because it had
Yeah.
ductwork and stuff up there I was trying to hide.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that's a nice piece.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is the hummingbird that out along, I think it was actually down at Canoa Ranch.
Mhm.
And I put him in Topaz and put a painterly
Oh.
filter on it to because it was just a plain blue sky. I kind of jazzed that up and I
Mhm.
put him back in Photoshop and layers in and painted him out, painted
Hmm.
the painting aspect of it off of him,
Mhm.
Hmm.
and then put
Okay.
another vignette across it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that
Yeah.
works nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice picture.
Yeah.
It's a cost, for the record, that's a male Costas hummingbird.
Male hostas.
Costas, COSTA apostrophe S.
Oh, okay. So I was looking, I couldn't find what it was.
Yeah, with the right light, like if the light was coming from, that's purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They call these
And
gorgets.
and the
Yeah.
head is purple and the gorget is purple. But with hummingbirds, which I do a lot of, light is everything. Angle of
Oh,
light.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know that, Don. I
And
don't
it
have
turns
to.
quickly.
Anyway, that's what that is Costas.
Yeah. I would
Okay.
probably just take this little tip
Yeah, I
out,
didn't see that. Yeah.
and maybe just clone this little thing going on here too. I'm guessing that's part of the texture that.
Yeah, that's probably one of the
Yeah,
textures of
yeah.
one of the
I
paintings.
don't know if I clone it all out, but just kind of break it up because it's kind of.
Okay.
Here. Yeah, and then you got this little light corner, but yeah, nice. I like it.
Thank you.
He looks a little chilly. He's all puffed up.
Yeah.
It was cold that morning.
Oh, bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wendell, were you going to say something?
No, no.
Okay, we'll move on. Another nice period piece.
Oh, yeah.
And this was a game that was in the museum that was behind glass on a display case. And I didn't like what was underneath it. And it had a hole behind where I put the clocks. So I brought an overlay of clocks in up there and the wording down below, I had something of an overlay. I worked that in there and then I put a grunge overlay over top of the whole thing then.
Oh,
Yeah, I like that. Remember
yeah.
magical moments.
Framed it in Topaz.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wendell, this looks like something you would do.
Yes, yes, it does.
Yeah.
Go through the cupboard and find stuff to put together.
Yeah. This might be something you could add to yours too, the fact that he's running soft and sharp and
Oh, yeah.
and in and out in layers and kind
Yeah.
of monochrome in color. Yeah, you might want to
Yeah.
key some of that up on your stuff too.
Mhm.
See how it works out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all right with the clocks being sharper about up there?
You know, it kind of goes against reality, but it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was, at the time I thought, well, maybe I need to,
Yeah,
you know, fuzz that up a little bit, but I
yeah,
didn't.
you could. Yeah,
It's just kind of an abstract pattern anyway.
yeah.
Ooh. And this is a vermilion
Yeah.
flycatcher
Yeah.
that ran through Luminar, and then after that, I brought two different overlays on top of it, just because the background, the sky was just wasn't nothing there, and I just wanted to try to
Mm.
jazz it up a little bit. So there
Yeah.
were two different overlays, and I blended them, and what stuck on the bird, I painted off then,
Mhm.
and that's what I ended up with.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Asian effect,
Yeah,
like an Asian screen or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Just funny. I
Mm.
kind of an Asian Zen weekend yesterday shooting. I'll show you those in a little bit. Yeah, that worked out nice. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, real
Alright.
good.
Let's go to Alan. So forget him, and then we'll work our way down.
ooh, I love that. I'm like so getting into abstracts now. I love that.
Mhm. Yeah, I think this is a big improvement from last week.
May I ask what kind of filter you used to get the effect? If you used,
Oh, so I've got a bit of a delay here, so I didn't realize I was up.
I was gonna say, you still hear
So
Alan?
this, yeah, this is from last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got about half an hour delay here. So yeah, this is from last week, and if you remember, we were talking about the color in the background. So
Mm.
I actually changed it to something that I like, and it looks completely different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. You know, now that you
Yeah.
have this in this palette, I would lighten this up a little bit. So he doesn't look like he's
Which
Cyclops
part?
or
That's
something.
been shot in the head.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Oh, that part there. Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and
Yeah,
on the
I
other
did-
side too.
Yeah, I did notice that. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, that's an
on the
improvement.
other side. Okay, yeah,
All righty.
yeah. I like the colors in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this was before you went north, huh? You seen the next one yet,
I'm
Alan?
sorry.
I said this, you must have shot this before you went home.
Not yet. No, but yes. This is it's actually from last spring.
Ah, okay.
It's from the Desert Museum, and I just reprocessed it a little bit because I was thinking of printing this
Mhm.
for a competition here. So
Mm.
Oh, good.
but,
Yeah.
yeah, the first one that I did, and I kind of liked the first one, but I changed the sky on it, and it didn't look. Although it makes it look better, it's not really better. I don't think it was a. I don't think you were allowed to change the sky for this particular competition. So.
Oh, yeah.
Right, right. Yeah. I almost think in this cyan, you could pull down just a little bit. It's almost a little too strong. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Which part, Sandy?
the cyan, just above the mountains.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. you
Okay, yeah,
put that down
too
just-
too much.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. Here, let's just have a quick look. So, I'm just gonna go into camera raw again. Somewhere we've got, yeah, color mixer, I think they call it here. So maybe the aquas. Yeah. Something like that.
yeah.
You see
Yeah,
that?
looks a little more natural.
Mhm.
Yeah. You can even take the blue down a little bit too. Not much. Just there. Maybe. Not quite that much. Let's go back. Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah, I think that works.
I'm going to have to look at this in the recording because this is, there's a bit of a lag here. Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's your before and after.
Yeah, gotcha.
It'll probably come to you in a few. Okay. So,
Okay, so are you on this next one yet? Or?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the bubble skyline.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
So again, I did this about a year, maybe 2 years ago, and again I've reprocessed it, and again I'm putting this one in for competition. So I was really anxious to see what you guys thought of this because
Yeah.
I've changed it a little bit, and I rotated the bubble so it was a little bit more centered
Mm.
over it.
Mm.
Yeah, my apologies. I didn't get back to you on this one when you emailed me. I was finishing up for my presentation last Friday, and
Yeah. Oh, you were busy.
I was still a wall. I think I finally finished about 1:30 in the morning on Thursday night for a Friday morning presentation. So, yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I think you got it. And yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you could just steal a hint of this and like at 5 or 10%, just ghost a little bit into here so it's not so black.
Okay.
Yeah, on the right
All
side,
right.
seeing that.
Yeah, seeing it. Yeah.
That'd be about it. Yeah, I like it. a lot.
Yeah.
One other thought I
Oh,
have
but-
is
Go
putting
ahead.
stars up in the,
Oh, up here?
Oh,
up in there.
Yeah,
Mm.
good idea.
That'd be quite a little different picture.
Yeah, a little hints of stars or maybe,
Okay.
yeah, and Milky Way probably be too busy, but yeah, some stars up there would be nice. Now you can get a really teeny brush and paint those in. And
Kind of.
then
yeah.
come back on a different layer and take an airbrush and make kind of a glow around them, and then you can,
Oh.
so yeah, I'll just do a couple for you real quick here. So basically, let's get 100%. All right. So I'm gonna make one layer here, and I'm gonna get, I'm just gonna hit the B key for my brush, and I'm gonna take it down to maybe, I don't know, maybe six pixels, and then harden it up a little bit, like maybe 50%. Okay. And then maybe we'll pick something close to white, but not quite white. Just kind of hit a few in there. And then you can, with your bracket key, make a couple that are bigger. Something like that. And then you can kind of go and reverse this and get white, maybe make a few that are even bigger. Or, well, maybe one. It's kind of a planet. Now, the other thing I would do is I make another layer. Well, these, they just don't seem bright. Oh, I see why. I got my opacity down. Make sure you're at 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go back and hit a few more. There we go.
Okay, there.
So use your bracket keys. So some are small, some are bigger. If you don't like them, just erase them or put a mask on and erase them.
Okay.
And then the next thing I would do is add another layer, and I would make the brush a little bigger like that. Okay. And then I would go back here and hit your brush and take the hardness all the way down so it's very soft. Okay. And now I would use like a 30% opacity. So, and just pop a little halo on them. You can click once or twice, depending on how much you need. Now this is in front, so that's kind of diminishing the star. So you want to take this layer and drag it under it. There you go.
Oh,
And that'll give you kind of a little glow on it.
Good. Yeah.
And you can change the size of those too. So maybe you might make one a little smaller.
So actually, when I was down there, I took a few shots of the sky because I was practicing on getting them in focus. So I've actually got some pretty good shots of the stars. So maybe
Oh, good. Then use those.
yeah.
and
But
put
if
them in a,
you need to paint a few other, you can do that. And I
Okay.
think there's some brushes where you can actually get the little, twinkles, the kind of cross twinkles.
spark. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's some brushes you can find to do that too.
Right.
And change your, maybe put a little bit of blue in it or something if you want, So just go kind of maybe even like that. So basically, that kind of action.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's how you do that.
All right.
Pretty old cowpoke.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
I haven't seen this yet, so but I know what one you're talking about. So
Yeah.
yeah,
With the beard.
I got that down at Mescal. So
Uh-huh. I'm
quite
not
the
sure what,
character.
yeah, it looks like the little edge of his, I don't know, maybe it's the edge of his jacket here.
Mm.
I don't know if that's helping.
Yeah.
You got a hint of it here. Maybe take this hot spot and take it down to match this. And then the other thing, this little round piece here, I would just probably get rid of. And maybe some of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks like maybe it's a button.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's
Yeah.
from the
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the inside of the coat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just clone this little black piece down. It's part of his hat band there. But yeah, I would just get rid of that. There's just not enough to know what it is. Very nice. Good process.
Good shot.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it really is. Good shot.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Now we're on the
Yeah,
front
it's,
bridge. Nice low point of view.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay, so we're on the next one.
Yeah, we're on the
Yeah,
bridge with the
yeah.
fog.
The bridge.
Well, yeah. So that's just down the road from me. So a few nights ago there, we had a really foggy night. It's very unusual to get fog here, and so it was pretty thick. So I went down, got a few shots, and this is just one of them.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I like your point of view too. It works out really well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what? I really missed out though, because there was a few people walking on the bridge and they stopped and talked to me. And what I should have done is I should have had them walk into or out of the the image, because then I would have got a nice ghosting type effect as well. So
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Huh.
too late now.
Yeah.
Well, you can always shoot them in perspective and drop them in there later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the streetlights look like the stars that Sandy just put in on the other image.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you could grab some
Oh,
from here.
Maybe I could put them on as the aliens landing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Very good. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I've got a similar shot I showed, well, I showed a lot of shots Friday, but when we were in Milan, we were going back to this farm we were staying at in our rented RV, and it got real soupy and foggy, and Pam was ahead of me with a shopping bag, and she's just kind of ghosting into the
Mm.
fog. Yeah, let's see if I can find it real quick. Let me think where it would be. Might be quicker to go.
Yeah, the fog really adds a really nice touch to the.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it does. Let me just see if I can find it real quick without. Did I stop?
Alan, what time of day did you take this originally with the fog? In the morning?
This was at night.
Yeah.
Night.
This
Okay.
is about 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is it. Yeah. There you go.
It's over.
Oh,
It's actually
yeah.
over the top of a freeway, so I had some nice images of speaking.
Yeah, this is one of Pam with the groceries going back to the area where I'm staying at Milan.
Mm.
I don't know if you can see that yet, Alan.
Oh yeah, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's
Very
kind of.
nice. Yeah.
So I left all this soft, and then I sharpened up the textures on the buildings just to add some
Oh.
contrast.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it adds a beautiful effect to it, doesn't it? It really does.
Yeah, fog really does that number. It's great when you can catch it. And yeah, you did a real nice job here. I really like the sharpness of these against the ethereal softness of the fog. That works out real well. Good. Thank you. Say hi to Agnes when she
Okay,
comes
thanks.
out.
Thanks.
Let's see, did Jackie get here
I'll
yet?
do that. Thanks.
Sure. Let's see. No, I don't see Jackie. All right. Let's skip her and go to Jim Bowman. Okay.
Oh.
It's
Okay,
clear
this
day.
is, so this one was done a background in with what they call an oil palette knife. So just a soft background, and then just pull through the subject, which was, of course, the he was kind of eating on his nut for the day. So that was all. Just a pretty straightforward shot.
Was this here in Madeira or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Nice. I wonder if maybe you could just pull down some of the highlight here a bit. The only thing I'm thinking. Yeah.
Ooh.
Scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was taken over at, has anybody ever been to the Parrot Farm over in, it's over towards Benson?
No.
They're all kind of, they're parrots that have been abandoned by their owners.
No.
And it's kind of like a dog place, but for birds.
Oh,
It's like almost like a bird sanctuary.
Yeah, sanctuary. That was the
Yeah.
word I was looking
yeah.
for.
Yeah, they live a long time. A lot of times they'll outlive their owners.
Yeah, yeah. And then sometimes, they get tired of them or whatever.
Right.
And so this was a gray parrot. And I put a filter again on him. This was kind of like they call the Chudo Escudo kind of filter. Kind of gives it a slight painterly.
Mhm.
And just like the point of view.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great point of view.
yeah. And then did you have to do something to get the eyes sharp like that, or?
No, I just was careful to get his eyes in focus, and I didn't do a
Oh,
thing.
okay. Oh, okay. Hmm.
You got a hint of the beak here. I would just try open that up just a hair to get a little highlight on there to separate it from the background.
Uh-huh.
Just there, maybe a little bit here. But other than that, I think that's great.
Yeah, that's right. That's a good one. I did do it
Really
some.
bring him forward.
Yeah,
Especially.
I did do him some, but I maybe just didn't do it enough.
I can just barely see it. Yeah, I see there's enough detail there that you could probably bring it up just a bit.
Just a tad, yeah.
Yeah. And then that would bring that forward almost like it's coming out of the frame, which would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do, which is fun sometimes too, is you crop here and then go this way so that the beak actually comes out of the frame.
Ah, right.
Mm.
Yeah, that would have been
Okay.
interesting.
That's
Yeah.
kind of fun if you're going to do a print or
Yeah.
well, or even just for this. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's always fun to do as well.
Oh,
Yeah. So these are all taken at that Parrot Farm.
Mhm.
So this one was just a unusual, and I put what's they call a vintage HDR kind of on to bring out more of the feathers and the beak.
That worked really well doing
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, so it kind of went to more like a 50s pastel palette. I guess that's why they're calling it vintage.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's cool. Nice. Is he blind or?
He may be, because many of them, like I
Just-
said, are damaged.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know if they have a nictitating membrane that comes up, but that might be the other thing too, that covers the eye to protect it, but you could almost cheat by adding
probably, but
contrast and clarity to that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Although it kind of shows his
Uh-oh.
age too. Really bad cataracts, maybe.
I'm about to lose you guys.
All right.
Okay. Oh, this is really pretty.
Oh.
I'm about to lose you guys, so we'll catch you later.
All right, Alan.
Okay, Alan.
Thanks for checking in.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Uh-huh.
guys. See ya.
So this one was a little straightforward with another filter called a Simplify, and it just kind of made the background a little bit more painterly, but pretty much not very much treatment on that though.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Now the bokeh is in there already from it being out of focus, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's got a real nice bokeh. I wonder if you just ought to. drop
Yeah,
this.
I kind of noticed that now.
Yeah, or at least shorten it, just so it's not hitting the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I think you're there.
Yeah, good, thanks.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's nice.
Really
I
nice.
love it.
Yeah.
This was taken, believe it or not, in Africa. But it was, I don't know what that was called.
Hmm.
Bird?
Like a strike.
It was in South Africa.
Yeah, you can get an app for your phone from Merlin's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then you can download continents. So if you know it's from Africa, you just download there, and you just take the picture and put it in there, and it'll tell you what it is.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What's it called?
Merlin, Merlin, I believe.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I know
cool.
it's on the
The
iPhone.
wizard.
What's that?
It acts like a wizard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would probably just try and bring this eye up a little more. That's about it. It's beautiful. Yeah, he looks a little puffed up from being cold too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, that's the end of that. Well, nice, John. Keep it up.
Mhm.
Thank you. Okay, Jim Murphy. Did I get them all? You got 3 this time?
There was one that got sent after 12 o'clock.
Um,
My computer went to sleep and forgot to send the last one.
well, you can send it while I'm showing these or after.
Well, I mean, it was sent, but then maybe it's at the bottom of the list or something. I don't know, because it got sent later.
It's
No?
alphabetical, so it should
Okay.
go in there. Yeah, maybe it just didn't go.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Huh? Did I get one on a separate frame? Yeah, I did. All right, let's do these 2 first. Then we'll close it. Okay. Drone shot?
Drone shot
Okay.
last night, drone shot. I was desperate for some material for today.
I
Dashed out.
saw this sunset and I almost went and got my drone, but it was still charging up.
It was blowing and it was cold. I'll tell you what, I froze my butt off. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the drone did really good in the wind. It was pretty solid. I mean, it was
Really?
blowing really.
Yeah, I was
Pretty
gonna
hard.
too, because I was gonna watch.
I'd say it was blowing 20, 25.
Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet.
You know?
I wonder if you should take some of this foreground out so these really pop up and they're not so sunny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the road changes here, so maybe just above there, you just kind of maybe even take some of that sky out, although it's really beautiful.
Okay.
But yeah, well, let's leave it in. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, I think that would help a lot. You might
Okay.
even take a little more bottom out. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, maybe even something like that. Yeah. I think that gives it a little more punch. Nice colors though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
How do the cameras work on the drones? Do you control that from your control box that you're holding, or does your
Yeah, you
camera
can
just
set-
set on auto?
No. Yeah, pretty much the similar controls to your camera. You can set the EV, change the EV plus or minus and you know, shutter speed, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
this
finally
is
figured
nice.
out how to change the EV. I thought it was just showing it to you, but you actually tap on it and then you can.
Yeah, you can slide it left or right.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I went
Yeah.
back and started looking through the.
So
manual.
is the picture showing up on your control panel then that you're holding?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
And then there's also, you know, a histogram on the panel you can look at and so you can, you know, in real time, you can kind of vary the things and take a
Oh,
look at
okay.
it. Yeah.
Been thinking about it, haven't pulled the trigger. I wasn't sure how that all worked.
yeah, I guess
No.
Royce is doing a class. I don't know if you guys got the.
Yeah, I
email.
signed
Yeah,
up
I
for
got
that.
it.
Oh, okay, I'll see you there.
Okay.
See what he's, yeah, because he's been flying
Yeah.
out now. Gotta see what we can learn from him. Although they said he wasn't going to cover the photograph part much, the camera part, which is a shame. All right. I would maybe take a little bit of the top of this guy off too,
Okay,
because you're coming off the bottom and you're tight here. And maybe you'd even play with making it tighter here. I don't know. Let's see how that looks. Kind of make them a little asymmetrical.
I think that's good.
Yeah,
Good shot, though.
yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah.
So we're at the
I never
pond.
realized that to my eyes, it's kind of pinkish,
Yes,
yellowish colors in them. I never knew that existed.
well, so I played around with blues.
Oh, okay.
And there was some of that color there. So if you just push the saturation up,
Okay.
you would see that color down there. I don't know if it's reflective or what, but
Yeah, it's probably reflective light.
Mhm.
probably from reflecting off the ground or something.
Hmm.
He's standing on some reddish rocks.
Oh, okay. That would explain it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
But yeah, I just played around with some different concepts and just wound up with this one with putting a little additional pink into the bottom part there, just for the heck of it.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
Okay. Let's check out this other guy here.
Jeez.
That's nice.
Yeah,
So I was shooting this bird up in Madeira and had a slow shutter speed. He was perched, and had a pretty slow shutter speed and he took off. And of course, then he was pretty blurry. But then I thought, well, rather than throw the shot away, I'll just kind of go impressionistic with it and overlaid with some layers.
Hmm.
That works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
I wonder. Yeah, maybe.
Uh,
Or this way.
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah,
Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, because
yeah. Kind of like the upright one here.
Yeah, I
You
prefer
got
that
the-
myself.
Streaks behind his tail there, almost like a contrail that
Yeah.
gives it a feel of motion.
Yeah. Yeah, you got these streaks coming through here. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, nice save on that image.
Yeah, rather than delete it.
There you go.
I'll go round up that other one and see if I
Yeah,
can
if you got
send
any
it.
more, send them on up and we'll come back to them.
Okay.
Wendell in the meantime.
Okay. Okay,
Well, I know where that's at.
yeah, this week is a mini travel log of Bavaria.
Ah,
I dug through some travel pictures, and this is the Neuschwanstein Castle. A little different view of it than more just the end view of it. But I did like the colors of the trees in the foreground, some turning colors there, and the shape of the mountain behind. And this was mostly done in Photoshop, but then used Topaz Hummingbird Wings filter, which seems to give it just a little neater color, I think. I've used that filter quite a bit. It doesn't really make things too severe or different, but does seem to do a nice job in enhancing the colors. So
did you swap out the sky on this one?
no, I didn't on this one.
Yeah, maybe that hummingbird is affecting the edge
Oh,
here.
yeah, that could be.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wonder, maybe when you do that, just go in and look, and then you could just mask it off this area.
yeah.
Easily enough. The only other thing I would do is maybe bring these down a little bit. They're a little too bright.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of more like this area here.
okay.
This my eye keeps going down here rather than up here. Yeah, that works.
yeah, nice gingerbread house.
Yeah,
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 really.
yeah.
Where's
Disney
where's
World
Rapunzel's
Castle.
hair?
Yeah,
It's really nice.
this was taken clear down in the valley. with a telephoto, and then I cropped it in greatly too. So
Beautiful.
this is the same castle, but a totally different set of colors. Well, I think in what I did with it, it got a little more bluish, but this one I did replace the sky.
Mhm.
And I cropped out quite a bit. I almost got the people cropped out in the lower left corner, but I didn't want to go any further in, so I left them.
Yeah, I think that works. Kind of add some scale.
Yeah. And I did use the vertical perspective tool on it somewhat.
Mhm.
Got it a little straighter than it was, but couldn't really get it any better than this, I didn't think.
But I like it. It really soars this way.
Yeah, yeah. And I like the pattern of the clouds that I put in, fit around it nicely.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, and the color palette's nice.
yeah. And I had to, well, I used texture quite a bit to get the bricks of the tower to stand out a little more,
Mhm.
tried to get a little more definition. I think I used clarity too.
Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you.
Okay.
This was a little building down in the town, Schwangen, that is where I took the first picture from, looking up at the castle. But I just like their little jogs in the roof there, making the stair step pattern, and then having to put roofing over them to shed the water, I guess.
Yeah.
And this was also a lot of work done in Photoshop, and then used the Topaz Urban Glow filter. It gave a nice warmer color.
I just wonder if those are solar panels they put on there,
I think they're just shingles.
just shingles.
Yeah, I think. Uh,
Would be
you can't really
nice
tell
over
it's
there.
some lines in them, but
Yeah. So that's all slate.
yeah, probably.
Nice.
Ooh,
Okay.
hmm.
This is the Linderhof Castle that was built by, well, Ludwig II, the mad emperor of Bavaria that built the Neuschwanstein. But this is part of that complex that he built to kind of mask or look like Versailles. It's mostly kind of gaudy. But this one, I liked all the busyness of those stairs going up and down through
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
And all the gold statues out in the middle of the pond and things. And this one was mostly Photoshop, but also used the Topaz hummingbird wings, but backed that off to 56% to make it a little more natural.
Mhm.
But it's busy, but that shows what was there. So
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of interesting things in here, Wendell. I like a couple of things I really like is that the plant in front, the pot
Yes.
is centered,
Oh,
and yet the building is just off to the right a little
Yeah.
bit,
uh-huh.
and the composition is really fascinating. I just
Yeah.
and that there's the three pots or whatever on the right, but only
Mhm.
one on the left.
Yeah.
But so it's really unusually balanced.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's what I think, kind of a balancing of the masses in the
yeah,
image.
I'm just wondering if maybe you could pull the whites up in this area a little bit.
Yeah.
I know it looks like an overcast day and,
Yeah.
kind of just to bring it up a little bit. I don't know. Let's take a look and see if it makes sense or not. Do the basic panel. Well, let's just overall bring the whites up. Yeah,
Yeah, that does brighten it a bit.
yeah. Just doesn't need much.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's any detail in that base of the wall anyway that
Yeah.
shows in the
Yeah.
photo.
Yeah, it just was a little too dingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Okay.
about it. Originally, I was thinking you just mask that off, but I think it helps the gold and this pathway too.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, that's before and that's after. You know, you could even go up a little more if you want. Your call.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, you can always throw a gradient.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it doesn't affect this area as much, you know, pull it down so it kind of disappears by about here.
Mm.
You know, that'd be the other way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, now this one takes some explanation. Um, about a week ago, for Gene's 5-week course that he's teaching down at the club, I did a little spiel for the black and white SIG, and I was wanting to demonstrate black and white. Unfortunately, I didn't think to do it like this ahead of that. So if I ever do it again, I'll put in something like this to show the conversion from color to black and white, because you got it all in one picture, and in this case, two sides are the same subject, really. So you really see what it did. And the way I did this, I tried to figure out if I could use a gradient somehow. And so I did in the camera raw use a gradient all the way across, left to right. And then I went completely left on the saturation so that it started desaturating the left side. And I got most of it out, but I had to do it one more time to get it all the color out. But that worked. And then I had a problem with the gold statue in the middle.
Yeah.
That it was looking pretty crummy because it was right on the dividing line. So I took the original and cut it out and just pasted it over the black and white transition there.
Yeah. You could also just subtract from the mask. Let me show you that real quick.
Oh.
It's a lot less work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, okay, so if we go into camera raw here, and let's just make another linear gradient here. Maybe we'll just go from like here to here.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna make it even a little brisker so you can see it. Oops, stay there. So maybe we'll have it something like that. And then it would just take the exposure way down on one side.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what you do is you've got this add and subtract here.
Yeah. Okay.
Take the subtract and pick a brush. And then leave the auto mask on. And you can just go in there and hit the gold.
Oh, okay.
And you make your brush a little smaller and catch the rest of this.
Okay, yeah.
And you don't have to do all the masking and cutting and pasting. It finds it for you.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And the neat thing is you can move this gradient and the masking stays,
Ooh,
which is kind of cool.
yeah.
So you can even extend it out a little bit, you know, soften it, you know, if you change your mind later and
Yeah.
doesn't affect the subtract mask that you put in there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you can.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's a nice way to do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see, did
What's that called?
So
Did Jackie show up yet? No. Okay.
I resent that picture. I don't know if you got it or not.
Let me see here. Yeah. Which one would it be, Jim? Let's see.
Probably the last one.
oh,
Yeah,
That one. Yeah. Okay. Let me
yeah.
open it up here. Hang on. Let's close window down. Yeah, that got here pretty quick. Nice. It's
Yeah, so I shot this with my telephoto and, golden hour. And usually my subject is lighter and my background's darker, but there's kind of reversed on this one a little bit.
Mhm.
Backlit.
yeah.
I had the whole horse but there was a fence in there I was gonna have to take out and I was too lazy to do that. So I just cropped it up, got rid of the fence.
I think it works. Maybe just
Yeah.
some more eye and nostril detail.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be about it.
Yeah.
yeah, okay,
Maybe just a little clarity in here just to get a little punch going.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that'd be about it.
Yeah, it's got a really nice natural halo on it.
Yeah.
Coming through the fur, the hair on the ears and chin.
Yeah, it really defines the ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the crop too. I think that crop's better than the whole horse would have been, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe you could come a little tighter on this side.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably do that. In fact, when you bring the clarity up, that might take care of the eyes and the nostril. Let's just take a quick look here. Oops, that's not what I want. Let's see how well this finds its subject. All right, so local masking subject. Oh, it did a nice job. All right, so we just go down here to clarity. Yeah. There you go. Maybe just a little bit of texture. Yeah. I think that maybe back the clarity off a little. Yeah, I think that makes a difference. Yeah, even the eye comes up.
yeah.
That'll work. Okay.
All right.
Everybody? Okay, I'll just hold on to Jackie's till next time. So, like I said, we were just playing around a little bit, kind of the Asian Zen.
Yeah.
Just natural light, just set them up on a little stand and just went through them. So we did a few.
Yeah. What is the background? It looks.
Background is the side of our pantry. It's a
Oh,
Baltic,
oh,
the Baltic plywood.
oh,
It's stained with a dark kind of almost blackish brown.
oh, okay. Yeah.
So it almost looks like a watermarked cloth or something.
Yeah, or a dark forest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
So when we start getting into the studio stuff, I like to maybe do some of these still lifes. And what I'd like you guys to do is, come up with some concepts and just shoot them in available light. So you're mainly just dealing with the camera and the subject matter and how you set it up for balance and cropping, and also practice focus stacking, which I have to use on this one, but some of the others I did, so that you know all that stuff before we start doing any kind of studio work. This one I had to focus stack.
When you focus stack that particular one, for example, would you divide that into about 3 shots or 4?
Yeah, this one worked in 3. There's a later one I'll show you that ended up being 6, but I usually try and start in 3, and if it's not enough, I'll just double it to 5 or 6, just to get it. But I'll start my focus here at the furthest point forward, and then work my way back.
Mhm.
So the camera, if you're doing automatic, if you're doing it manually, I would probably focus here, and then maybe all the way back here.
What f-stop would you use then?
I think I was at like 5, 6.
Okay.
Yeah. But do you have your camera on a rail or something that you can move it
No,
forward while you're holding?
no,
it?
but if I was going to manual focus, I would do it on a rail probably.
Hmm.
Although at this distance, I don't know if it would make that much difference manually focusing it.
Yeah.
Because you're far enough away, I don't think the magnification is going to matter that much. Try it
Oh,
and
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know how they do it with the in-camera focus stacking, but it manages to keep it the same size, which is kind of
Mm,
nice.
yeah.
And then just go into Photoshop and first align them all, even though it's on a tripod, sometimes it moves a little. And then just do a blend after that. They're both in the edit menu. So auto align and then auto blend. And I usually leave it on automatic. I don't mess with the cylindrical or any of that other stuff.
Mhm. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
just
yeah. That's,
little variations.
yeah.
I still gotta clean this up a little bit. It looks like we got a little dust on the bottom. Yeah, this one is when I switched to doing 6 because this teapot was pretty thick. And by the time I got to this focus here, it wasn't pulling this stuff sharp. So I switched to 6 at that point. Which is easy enough to do. You can see me in the back there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so basically it's kind of a mix. I've got, ambient light coming in from the windows, and then I've got some overhead LEDs in the ceiling. So that was our fun and games yesterday. Okay. Well, let me stop sharing here and turn off the recording.